Hi angels, it's Alyssa from Holistic Angels with another spiritual life hacks video, and for this video we're going to be talking about how can I believe in myself more. Okay, so there are times in our lives, it may be a matter of weeks, it may be a matter of days, or it could even be a matter of years where we just feel like we've lost complete faith in ourselves, where we may have had faith and belief in ourselves in our teenage years, in our 20s or 30s, 40s, whatever point in your life that you were on, you had faith, that strong belief in yourself at one of those times, and now if you've lost it, you feel like, oh, what am I doing? Like, I don't believe in myself anymore. Well, I don't have a magical wand to just wave that over and make you just instantly believe in yourself, but what I can attempt to help you with here is share with you 5 tips on how you can believe in yourself more, how you can really radiate that self-belief and that self-faith. And then we're just going to jump straight into it, and I'm just going to share these tips with you right now. Okay, so tip number 1 is achievement. So often we don't seem to have any kind of plan for our day, right? And achievement really helps us feel like we are moving forward. It gives us that momentum. It gives us that passion for our life, for our purpose, for just how we conduct ourselves in our everyday life. And really that begins with doing small goals. Now I know some people hear the word goal and you'll switch off because you'll think it's hard work, and I understand that, but please don't think that these have to be huge goals. These just could be little goals. If it's to do with your career and you think that having a bit more faith in yourself in terms of your career would help you, think of things that you could do in your career, little tiny goals that are going to help you. Similarly, if it's in your relationship and you lost a bit of faith in your relationship, it's not an abusive relationship or anything like that, because under those circumstances it's right to move on, but it's just maybe gone a bit stagnant, gone a bit stale. What could you do for your partner? What could your partner do for you to help you feel that again? Maybe you just give each other that loving look, or you kiss them, or you hug them, or you suggest that you do something fun together. Like, whatever it is that you need to find faith in yourself, that you need to find like that passion again within yourself, achievement is one of the best ways that we can do this. And it's important to keep this achievement up. It's not really any good just having a great day where you smash it, which can sometimes happen, and then the rest of the week you fall off track. Just give yourself these small goals every day, and then at the end of the day, what I personally do is I have a diary. So it's not a journal, it's a diary with the days of the week in, and under each day of the week there is a few lines for you to write your appointments and such in. Well, in this particular diary that you're going to get for yourself, instead of writing appointments or times or dates in, which is what a diary is usually for, every day you're going to write something that you achieved that day. Even if it's just like I cleaned the bathroom, even if it's just like I made a delicious meal. Please, like, you have to make a note of all these things that you are doing, because you forget. Before you know it, 5 months has gone by and you don't remember anything that you've achieved. It's important to remind yourself of that. So that is the first step to having more faith in yourself and believing in yourself. Tip number 2 is to celebrate the win. This goes very much with tip number 1. Okay, so you've done all these achievements, you've built this momentum in your life. Now you need to celebrate the win. Integrate that feeling of achievement into yourself. You know, and I know this in my own life. I remember when I graduated from university, and I remember opening up the laptop to see what results I got, and I logged in, and there in front of me it said first class honours degree. Well, I nearly fell off my chair to begin with, because I couldn't even believe that I'd done this, that I made this achievement. But instead of savouring that moment for any length of time, I was like, okay, great, there are more jobs that I can apply for now because I have like a great degree. So that wasn't necessarily the right thing to do. Well, it definitely wasn't the right thing to do. Savour those moments. Savor those achievements in your life. If you don't fully integrate them into your life, you're going to go by, and maybe even a decade will have gone by, and you're being so hard on yourself because you're saying, oh, well, I didn't achieve anything and I'm no good, when the truth is you did achieve stuff. You were more than good, you were excellent, but you never celebrated the win. You never integrated that into yourself. So that's tip 2 on how you can just bring more of that belief out in yourself. Tip number 3 is to reach out. Reach out to somebody. You know, it could be your friends, it could be your colleagues, and say to them, look guys, you know what, I'm feeling a little bit like I haven't achieved anything. Could you help me remember, like, the stuff that I've done? Did I do anything for you? Did I help you in any way? Did I, you know, what was it that I did 5 years ago? Like, can you remember? Or ask them to look over something. Maybe you've written a blog post, maybe you've created a video, maybe you've done something and you want to share it with them. If all you get is criticism back, then perhaps these people in your life aren't the right people in your life, because that's not a great thing. If you're going to ask for feedback and you only ever get criticism, you've got to wonder what those people's motives are. You've got to wonder why they are putting you down, because you really don't need that. You need supporters in life. And you're equally going to be supportive of people. Now, does that mean that we just ask people to kind of like say, oh, that's great, when it wasn't? Sometimes we get criticism, and sometimes we need to just take that on board, but not beat ourselves up about that. Just say, okay, this is how I could be better. Thanks guys for telling me that. This is how my work could get better. You know, thank you for the suggestions. But it's not about put downs. So reach out to people, let them help you. If they're true supporters in your life, whether they're people that follow you on social media, whether they're your friends, whether they are your family, if they are true supporters of your life, they will support you. They may not always agree with what you say, they may not always like what you do, but they will ultimately support you. And that's something that you can really utilize and harness in your life. Tip number 4 is to start your day right. Start your day right. We can all have bad starts to the day, right? For so many different reasons. It could be that you didn't get a good night's sleep. Maybe you're worrying over bills or something else. Maybe you're just feeling a little restless. You're just having a bad week. You're just not feeling yourself. We've all been there. We all go through that. This isn't something, again, to beat yourself up about, but to have that belief in yourself, to start building faith up in yourself again, you're going to have to start your day right. Now, for me personally, I like to just read a couple of lines from a book that inspires me. You know, at the moment I'm reading Napoleon Hill, and it's an excellent book, and I'm reading one of his books, and I just read a few lines every day. You know, I've read the book before, but it really inspires me. It could be your own work. Perhaps you've written books yourself, or perhaps you write poetry, or perhaps you just love to journal. It could be your own work. Read it out loud or in your mind, in your most motivated voice. You know, get those juices flowing. Belief in ourselves, love in ourselves, faith in ourselves doesn't come from an outside force. It's all generated energy. You know, sometimes I say to myself, oh, I'm really lacking on energy right now. And other than having a medical problem where you suffer from fatigue because you have a medical problem, other than that, if you're of full health and you're just feeling fatigued, often that can be because you're not generating your own energy and motivation and passion and all excitement and feeling like this doesn't come from anything that's happened. You could be having seemingly the worst day in the world and you can still generate that vibrancy about you. But you need to feed your soul, you need to feed yourself with stuff that's going to help you with that. So if you follow a religion, maybe you read scripture. If you're more linked with the earth, and that's kind of your vibe when you link to your spiritual self, maybe you go out into nature, go for a walk. If you really are interested in business or finance or, you know, acting or dance or art, you know, read some of that stuff, read some of those books by the people in that industry, read some biographies, just get those juices flowing, because reading their story, reading any story is going to help you believe in yourself more. You can relate to it. So start your day off great by feeding yourself before you watch any social media or news or magazines or anything. Feed yourself with stuff that you know is going to inspire you, because you want to start your day off in the best possible route possible, and this is really going to help you one step closer to believing in yourself. And the final tip, and tip number 5, and how to build that faith in yourself and believe in yourself more, is just to love. Just love yourself. I know that sounds so easy just to say, because the chances are, if you have little faith in yourself and you don't believe in yourself, that you're probably having a hard time loving yourself as well. But you are a miracle. I just want to look at you right now and tell you that you are a miracle, whether you're spiritual or not. I mean, this is a spiritual life hacks video, so I'm presuming you have some kind of spiritual inclination. But if you've just stumbled across this and you're not, that doesn't matter. Whether you believe that God put you here on the planet, or whether you believe that by some divine co-creation manifestation that we're here, whether you just believe that, we're here by the random chance of the universe and the Big Bang colliding, or whether you believe in, we've just naturally grown here, or we were destined to be here, whatever your belief, just know that that is your belief. But doesn't matter. You're still just as special. You're still just as much of a miracle. There are billions of people on this planet, and it's growing, and there is no one like you that has ever existed or exists on this planet right now. There may be people like you going through similar situations and circumstances. There may be people like you that have similar facial features, similar body types, similar hair colors, similar jobs, similar passions. But they are not you. You are you. You are the one and only you. And that is so magical. And if that doesn't give you faith in yourself, it's like, wow, you've got to be destined to be here, in my belief, because it's like you're so special and unique and wonderful the way you are, that it has to be some kind of divine timing that you're here on this planet at this moment in time, and you have a message to share. You have a way in helping people, and you know what that is. And it doesn't have to be some big worldwide mission. It could be that your experience right now is being an excellent parent, and you are shaping future generations who are going to go on to do great things. That is no menial task. That is a wonderful thing about you. Perhaps you're a teacher. Perhaps you help people find the best outfit so that they can feel good in themselves. Whatever your job or vocation is right now at this present moment, just love yourself in it, and love other people as well. This is kind of like a little extra bonus tip, but it goes into the love tip. Sometimes when we're feeling so blocked, when we're feeling like, oh no, I don't know how to get past this blockage, I don't know how to believe in myself more, I don't know how to build faith in myself, one of the best things that you could ever possibly do is just get out there and help somebody else. Sometimes you just need to forget, not deny your worries, but just put your own concerns, your own mental chatter to the side, and get out there and help somebody else. Because that not only helps that person and you genuinely want to help others, but it is going to help you, because you realize that, yes, whilst we were saying you're unique and all this stuff, you're also connected to a wider circle, the circle of life. You're connected to everybody else. And so by you having that belief and faith in yourself ultimately helps other people, because you never know who you're going to touch with that warm smile that day, because you've done your daily routines and you feel good. You never know how your partner's going to feel when you just look at them, because you've decided that your achievement and your goal for that day is going to be to make them feel good. You just never know all of these things. The things that you do, the things that you say, the things that you speak, and the way that you act is going to have some real loving impact on other people. And that is a reason to keep faith in yourself. That is a reason to keep believing in yourself, because now not only are you doing it for yourself, you're also doing it for others. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this spiritual life hacks video on how you can build more faith in yourself and believe in yourself. I'd love to know what you think about this video. And I'd also love to know if you have any more ways, because there are so many more ways that we can build our confidence, believe in ourselves more. And I'd love for you to be able to share it with other people, so that when they're looking at the comments, that they get some extra tips and we can all help each other in that way. And I think that's absolutely fantastic. So until we speak again next week with another spiritual life hacks video, I'm wishing you all the best. Keep the faith and keep believing in yourself. Lots of love, Alyssa.